Hello, good evening, and welcome to your authoritative current affairs maritime program, Eye on Port. This program is proudly brought to you by Serene Insurance, Gulf PLC, the Ghana Revenue Authority, Ghana Link, Meridian Port Services, and Phoenix Insurance. Our proud media partner is the Business and Financial Times. This program is powered by the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. We are streaming live on Facebook at Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority. Also on Facebook, we are streaming live at the Port of Tema. And on YouTube, we are streaming live at Eye on Port. We'll be getting interactive in the course of this program, and the numbers to send your WhatsApp messages are 053-803-7353. 053-803-7353. Also, in the course of the program, we would activate the phone lines where you would have to call in to contribute to the program, and the number for that will be announced later. In the meantime, we're going for a quick break. We'll be right back.
Guys, now I'm tired. I'll go on a date with whoever gets here first.
Princess, really? Okay, I come.
Shut up!
Mame, boss, fill my tank with Super XP Ron 95.
Blow up with Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP high performance products from Goyle.
Sorry, Tony got here first, so I'm stepping with him.
Oh, cut him. Hey, go for mommy.
Choose Super XP Ron 95 and Diesel XP for an energizing driving experience. Always go for Goyle Super XP Ron 95. Goyle, good energy.
Goyle is good energy. Electricity, pay your taxes. Yeah. Our taxes, our future.
Because you see, without our taxes, we wouldn't have good roads, good schools, better hospitals, street lights, and other very important social amenities. When we pay our taxes, we give our children free and quality education. Talga, my money too small. Why should I pay my tax? Look, small. Salifo, it doesn't matter how small or big your business or income is, you still have to pay your taxes. The little taxes from each and every one of us, when put together, could give your community clean water or that deprived school with tables and chairs. Please pay your taxes. It is your responsibility. It is your civic duty. It is the law.
Impressive factory. If only I had listened to you, I wouldn't have been in this mess. That devastating fire virtually wiped out the whole factory and my warehouse.
Remember my misfortunes last year? Serene Insurance Asset All Risk Fire policy that I took were there to pay for my damaged stocks in the warehouse, and my machines that were affected by the floods have been replaced. My accident vehicle is back on the road thanks to Serene Insurance motor policy. Currently, my goods are on the high seas covered with their marine cargo insurance policy. I was just telling Ajima about Serene Insurance. Oh, Ajima, tell him more.
As a road contractor, I make sure I do my contractors all risk insurance for the projects, and then workers' compensation for all the workers on site. With Serene Insurance, they will make sure they will cover your unknown tomorrow today.
Serene Insurance, a new face of insurance. Call us now.
MPS Terminal 3 is Africa's new state-of-the-art container terminal at Tema Port. For manufacturers, agro-processors and traders, the new port means business can be done faster. This infrastructure boost will improve Ghana's port handling capacity, connect more trading routes, and oil the engine of growth for the economy, creating greater opportunities across all sectors as Africa's markets merge and become the largest trading bloc globally. MPS, we connect, you thrive.
Business and life can be like the sea sometimes serene, sometimes calm. sometimes turbulent, and at times it brings the unexpected. However it is like, trust Phoenix Insurance for your home, car, business, and marine insurance needs. Call 0302 246 319 or 0243 690 492.
At Phoenix, you experience a delightful service delivered with wisdom.
So welcome back from the break. Now it's time to look at some news and activities happening within the port and maritime industry.
The Ghana Shippers Authority has held a workshop for municipal, district and agencies on how to avoid demurrage and rent charges at the ports. The workshop was used to sensitize decision makers at relevant MDAs on time-related costs associated with shipping, how to avoid them, what steps to take when the signs are clear that a consignment may be affected, as well as their role in achieving these. Also, the workshop sought to sensitize MDAs responsible for granting of exemptions and issuing of permits to shippers on the cost that delay in their processes bring to shippers, to guide them in the discharge of their duties. In a speech read on behalf of the Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Shippers Authority, Kwesi Bafo Sapon, by the Director of Operations, Sylvia Asana Dauda, attributed the decrease in demurrage costs over the past few years to government policies and collaboration of stakeholders.
The research department of the Ghana Shippers Authority estimated that importers in Ghana paid demurrage amounting to USD 76 million in 2017. By 2019, the amount had declined to USD 27 million, with a further decline to USD 24 million in 2022. The downward trend of these figures could not have happened without government's intervention in the cargo clearance process, such as the paperless port project and pre-arrival declaration in the items.
The head of Shippers Services and Trade Facilitation at the Ghana Shippers Authority, Monica Desire, advised on the way forward to avoid demurrage and rent charges by the MDAs.
What we believe in is sometimes you may clear your things and then you are stopped that maybe your thing has been tagged or there's intel or something. We believe that if there's a robust risk management system, these things may not be necessary, so that we allow trade to be facilitated.
The Director of Business Development and Commercial Services of Ghana Shippers Authority, Emmanuel Akon, emphasized the importance of the regular sensitization on the avoidance of demurrage.
Demurrage is avoidable. Demurrage and rent, they are twin brothers. So let's ensure that we avoid. You can do, the statistics are very interesting. It means the education is going up, but we can still do more as a country. And the processes, that there are other things that need to be done that are not in your hands, that are outside your ability to deal with. Those are the things that we are taking on.
The Marketing and Corporate Affairs Manager at the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Nanesi Sodabe, encouraged freight forwarders and importers to reach out to authorities when they face challenges in the process of clearing their goods.
If in the course of clearing you are having problems, or your agent, if you are not self-declarant, you are using a clearing agent, and you are having challenges, please reach out as much as possible. If some of the things are not your fault and not within your purview, as much as we can help to mitigate, we will do so. And we have reps, Tema, Takrade, all the areas. You will definitely get someone to help you.
There were some suggestions made by participants that government should consider putting up warehouses outside the port enclave to receive cargoes from importers who may not have resources to clear their goods on time, in order to reduce the high cost of demurrage.
The National Service Personnel Association of Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, Tema, has organized a Women's Day celebration to honor and appreciate the roles of women who have broken barriers to become beacons of hope to the nation. The program was under the theme, Echoes of the Past, the Role of Women Through History and Culture. Otutu Abrempong Asona of Ekropong, Nana Doku Adobia I, encouraged personnel to embrace their culture as it plays a vital role in their identity as Ghanaians.
Women have really played a vital role in African history. Emia, Ghana ndia, ewiase ndia, edamunye na ase.
Apegusu Hima Nana Adjoa Odrowa III highlighted the importance of preserving our history and values as citizens.
Respecting and celebrating the diversity of our heritage, we can build bridges between different communities and create a sense of solidarity that transcends differences.
The special guest of honor, Oheneyere Awodensua, also known as Gifty Auntie, urged women to build their own empire and empower themselves as they keep in mind who they are.
The Ghanaian woman takes bold, calculated risk. The Ghanaian woman knows that daggers will be thrown at her. Things will be said about her, but she will still move. Because wankwa ondidi. Wankwa nemba endidi. How desperate are you to make sure that you make something out of your life?
Aframase Hima of Jakiti, Nanaya Adobia I, encouraged personnel to preserve their values and build a world that they all want.
Let's continue to cherish and celebrate and pass on our history to future generations. Let us preserve our values and just not for ourselves and build the world that we want.
The president of the National Service Personnel Association of GPHA urged personnel to commemorate the strength and resilience of Ghanaian women and work towards a future where gender equality and respect are the norm in the country.
Let us embrace the echoes of the past, celebrate the power of Ghanaian women, and strive for a future where women can reach her full potential.
Earlier, the Queen Mothers paid a courtesy call on the director of Port of Tema, Sandra Opoku, who stressed the need for women to work diligently and harness the necessary skills needed for their career journey.
GPHA, for the past 5 or more years, we've always had a number of national service. We take it as our CSR. We try to give them the skills that when they leave, they can fit in somewhere else. I always tell them that the skills that you learn from here, even if it's for a short period, it goes a long way to add to the things that your knowledge that you've acquired over the years.
All right, so away from that, let's take some international port news.
The UK government has launched a Smart Shipping Acceleration Fund to drive maritime innovation and harness the benefits of artificial intelligence for the maritime sector. On April 22, 2024, UK Maritime Minister Lord Davis of Goa revealed an €8 million in funding to support studies related to smart shipping solutions. These include self-driving boats for streamlined port operations, the use of artificial intelligence, and other innovations. The Smart Shipping Acceleration Fund will kickstart feasibility studies to develop smart shipping technologies such as AI, robotics, and autonomous vessels. Successful ports will be able to use AI to detect safety hazards, optimize port activities, and reduce their environmental footprint.
Italian shipping company Grimaldi has taken delivery of Great Abidjan, the fourth ship in a series of 6 multi-purpose ro-ro units belonging to the new G5 class. The naming and delivery ceremony for the new build took place at Hyundai Mipo Dockyard in South Korea on April 23rd. Following the delivery, Great Abidjan will soon be transporting rolling freight and containers between Northern Europe and West Africa. Compared to the previous G4 class, the new vessels have the same capacity for rolling freight and their container capacity is double.
It's now time to take the phrase of the day, and today's phrase of the day is act of man. Act of man.
Act of man. Act of man in water transportation refers to the deliberate sacrifice of cargo to make the vessel safe for the remaining cargo. Those sharing in the spared cargo proportionately cover the loss.
So tonight we are tackling an issue that affects all of us. I mean, in terms of taxation. So we are looking at the subject of taxation, and tonight I have in the studios Mr. Michael Edu Owusu. He's the Chief Revenue Officer, Exchange of Information Unit with the Ghana Revenue Authority. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Okay. We also have Dominic Nati. He's the head of Monitoring Domestic Tax Revenue Division, Free Zones. Mr. Nati, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. So tonight we're looking at taxation, and for income tax to sales tax. Taxes play a crucial role in funding our public services and infrastructure. But with the complex laws and ever-changing regulations, it's easy to feel overwhelmed and unsure about how to navigate the tax system. Tonight, we'll be exploring the world of taxation. We'll be breaking down the basics and examining the latest development in tax policy. So I have in the studio the two experts who will be delving deeper into this particular subject. And so whether you are an individual looking to maximize your refund or a business owner trying to stay on top of your tax obligations, tonight's show is for you. So that leads me to my very first question to Mr. Owusu. Mr. Owusu, we heard about income tax on resident Ghanaians. We want to find out from you what is the rationale behind introducing the foreign income tax on resident Ghanaians, and then also how will this benefit the country?
Okay, to start with, I should say that Ghana in 2015 made very important changes to our tax legislation, shifting it from the territorial taxation basis to a worldwide taxation basis. What do I mean by that? When the previous act was in force, incomes from an individual were taxed only when it accrues in, or it's received in, or it is earned in Ghana.
Okay.
Meaning if an individual earns an income out of the jurisdiction of Ghana and does not bring it in, it becomes difficult to target it for tax purposes.
You mean if the individual stays in Ghana but works or gets revenue from outside? Is that it?
Yes. So we're looking at a tax resident person, a person who is by law required to file and pay his or her taxes or the entity's taxes in Ghana.
Okay.
And the entity or the person is having an income being earned out of the jurisdiction of Ghana under the previous enactment. Until it is brought in, received in, it becomes difficult to tax it. So in 2015, major changes were done. And based on that, now income earned, irrespective of where it exists, should be disclosed for tax purposes in Ghana, so long as you are mandated to file and pay your taxes in Ghana.
Okay. So how would this benefit the country was the second leg of the question.
This came up to widen the tax base of the base of the income that previously were not being taxed. So the tax base literally has been widened, bringing in more sources of income for tax purposes.
Okay, let me stay with you and then ask you, how will GRA determine which foreign income to tax?
Yes, so we're looking at foreign financial assets or any financial assets that a person is holding out there in other jurisdictions. We may look at the incomes that are to be taxed.
Okay.
So for the Income Taxes Act, we look at the exemptions, and once an income is not an exempt income, then it should be reviewed for tax purposes. So when we extend it into the arena of the offshore financial assets, we're looking at any arrangement that yield ownership or contractual relationship that for which consideration or gain will be due a person, and it comes in the form of either cash, certificates of deposit, bonds, mutual funds, and other forms of investment portfolios, irrespective of the combinations of it. So long as it is owned by a tax resident person of Ghana, it should be disclosed for tax purposes.
All right. So let me, Mr. Nati, let me come to you and then ask you, take this your opinion. The foreign income tax on resident Ghanaians. Could you shed more light on this as well?